Smuglaroos. We're here. Smuglaroos is back in town. We're alive. And all you hear is our sounds on Broadway.
We live
from Smuglaroo Studios and Warehouse. Come get your steel chairs. You need to protect yourself this summer.
Steel chairs, 1 for $9.
Not 1 for $9, bro. What type of deal is that,
bro? At the end of the day, how they want them right now?
Inflation's gonna hit that shit.
Inflation is on chairs. 1 chair for $9.
Can we at least do 10?
1 chair, $9. We got a 10 for 2 also.
10 for 55.
Okay, all right.
So
10 for 55.
You know, they got laser beams on these chairs now. They got switches on these chairs.
I saw
a switch on a chair.
Yeah, bro.
You saw the nigga, he was
yeah,
like, constantly.
I'm like, dang, got the craziest trigger finger I've ever seen in my life. Oh, he got a switch.
Or is it a cherry finger?
Call that shit a trigger elbow, nigga.
Trigger shoulder. Your trigger shoulder crazy, my guy.
Nigga did a gallon chest smack.
In all seriousness, though.
But it can't be.
It can't be serious.
With Malcolm X / old Black Twitter in the mix of it all, you gonna learn about all the jokes. Everything's gonna come out. People gonna also enact this violence.
But they said somebody had an ancestral serenade right before the events unfolded.
Okay, that's what.
Okay, on the play. What the fuck is an ancestral serenade?
They worship the ancestors that had fallen at that lake.
And honestly,
that's what I had saw on Twitter.
It's a port, and that port used to be the basically the epicenter of trade, slave trading.
Okay, so was it the black people or white people that was
black people?
So the event that took place, what TJ was trying to allude to, is what happened in Alabama.
Yes. Excuse me, Alabama.
And it was in Alabama, and then it was now the Alabama Tea Party. That's what they called it. Alabama Sweet Tea
Party.
Like
it's some black
Alabama tea party. Alabama Sweet Tea Party.
Thank you.
But what happened was essentially a security guard that works at the port, you know, as these, you know, surveyors as well as boat riders, just to move their boat so another ship can, dock. You feel me? They didn't do it. They got mad. They felt, exempted from the rule.
Oh yeah, they definitely felt exempted.
That American exceptionalism. Oh, except for me.
Fuck y'all. We don't call it exemption. They're monetizing people these days for things like that.
They got mad because a black man who talked well asked him to move their boat, and they sat there was like, oh well, Billy Bob, but they I don't know what to do.
They wanted the black man to say, white man, can you move your boat, please?
They wanted that.
I'm sorry.
They wanted that Adam Sandler click remote, and they wanted time to go back 70 years or 50 years. Foreshadow moment.
Yeah, understandably it didn't.
And it didn't, and it wasn't, and it's not going to ever be. And to spotlight the video, how many times have y'all seen it?
Oh, probably 9 different times. With
9 different ways. I watched it probably 3 times.
Only 3 times?
Only 3?
Because there's so many angles. There's so many angles.
No, I watched I watched the full joint, then I watched the individual clip. The side where she was in the window. That's my favorite one.
You gotta watch when it's up because you see Merman swimming.
I like the.
That was the first joint he seen actually.
Oh, yeah, I like the meme where they was walking down and they did the Avenger circles. I was like, damn, what did he do to make these niggas
so mad? Yo, so what's the funniest part of the video since we alluded to the exact moments of the video?
Seeing the guy swim. That's when I knew shit was about to go down.
Merman is our favorite. Y'all gotta switch it up though.
Merman jump in the merman.
Give me another one, y'all, because y'all can't just say the same one.
Beating John Cena up with the daggone steel chair.
When Becky got kicked in the fucking face.
Right.
So
wow, I forgot when Becky got kicked.
Oh yeah,
she got
right
fucked
up face now. Her nose is like purple now.
Lord,
like the fuck would y'all think? What did y'all think was gonna happen?
They got beat the fuck up, bro.
I mean, what?
I got a question. If y'all don't know this, cool. Did any black people get arrested? Because I hope the fuck not.
No, the guy who actually was Edge, the chairman, he was called to call the police department. That was the only thing that they're looking for from him.
And give a statement. That's it.
For investigation purposes.
So nobody went to jail.
No, nobody black went to jail.
I mean, okay, black.
Because they had outstanding warrants too.
Nobody in the wrong went to jail.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, anybody who comes into an establishment has to abide by the rule. If a worker of an establishment asks you to do something in a polite, kind manner,
and you get physical
with hitting fists, I'm sorry. Whatever comes down on you next is hey.
And they try to say, "Oh yeah, you gonna lose your job." They always do that in this world now. They try, "Oh, you gonna lose your job," and they gonna just try. Oh, customer always right. But on some real shit, to what you just said, wrong and black, bro. In the terminology and vocabulary, bro, when people say, "Oh, black," there's like several definitions of black being bad in the dictionary. Exactly. When it comes to white, it's plenty of good things about it. Purity, everything is clean. And honestly, bro, that shit needs to die.
It ends with the white chair to the back.
It ends with the chair that was
the pure chair.
That was invented by a black man, by the way.
Yes.
The folding chair was invented by a black man. Yo.
Yes.
You learn something new every day fucking with the Smuglaroo podcast.
And it's not racist because the actual chair was white. That's all. The actual chair that he was hitting it with was white.
But I'm saying now I gotta get a black one, specifically made, and it's gonna say Burt's on it, right on the brim.
Just for fucking. I'm gonna keep one just for white people that break into my house.
I might actually go to protest now.
Right
with the
chair. If anybody ever break into my house,
on your head,
I'm like, state your ethnicity. Are you white or black? White. All right, well, I'm coming down with this chair.
People are always like so scared now. Like they always saying like, bro, like I'm afraid of like people. I'm gonna lose my job because of being racist. Then stop being racist.
And that's my kill.
Stop being racist.
Because at the end of the day, only racists feel that they racist. Like if you doing something and you're genuinely doing it, you're not gonna feel racist about it.
Bro, exactly, bro. Only racist. A hit dog gonna holler, right? Mm-hmm. If you're afraid of some bullshit that's gonna befall you because of a racist act, what that mean to me? That mean you racist, and you need to resolve that situation.
And you can tell when you being racist as well.
Microaggressions, though.
At the end of the day, your body will tell you, like, all right, this is getting uncomfortable for you and him. You're being a little racist at this point.
Your body will tell you when you're racist.
It will, and people act like it doesn't. It tells me. I'll be like, well, my bad. That was on me. That was crazy. I'm sorry.
From Plessy versus Ferguson in 1894 to Brown versus Board of Education 1956, people are still segregated even more nowadays than they were back even in the 60s, 70s. So most white people grow up in communities surrounded by nothing but white people. And when they're like that, what they do is they just don't regard other people as humans. They think that they're superior or whatever the fuck type of psychology comes with it. But at the end of the day, bro, this is America, bro. If we're a true melting pot, we got to desegregate for real, bro. Like, I'm glad there's no civil war.
Shit, I'm glad by the Alabama Tea Party shit.
Detroit people come out.
I think we winning now if it's a civil war. Fuck that.
If we beating chairs, we beating 3 white men with chairs. Don't look. I ain't even gonna say that.
You don't want to start that.
Listen, because my thing is, I don't want to talk civil war because where the hell I'm gonna go? I know I'm gonna go though. I know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying there's a lot of mixed motherfuckers out there.
Hold on.
They have to make that decision.
But what's the boy logic? You might not be so safe, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we might hold Logic kidnap, ransom him.
But it's your action. If you not, my thing
that's
is
why we ransoming them.
But my thing is, it's about stop being racist. That's the only thing that's holding this country back.
Yeah,
is really just racism, because racism encompasses all the other kind of nonsense: hate, jealousy, envy, greed. Right. inequality, that shit comes and yields from that motherfucking terminology and hateful act that created this motherfucking country.
But something fucked me up that if y'all think about it, if fuck y'all heads up, it's going, oh well. Racism is only invented because we abide by the concept of race, which is actually a man-made structure to determine like which people are better than others.
What?
So at the end of the day, like we do that system, and I don't associate myself with not with a race. I'm black,
and you have to. And in our Census Bureau, you have to abide by a race.
Yeah, it's more so the culture that I come from. That's what makes me black.
That's your identity,
not my skin color.
Exactly, but that's the thing that most 1950 Americans wouldn't understand, right? Because they look at it from superiority, hegemony, and white race actually was created when white people came to the country, because they had to do their own class system. They say, "Oh, I'm more than the Indian, and the Indian and me are more than the black," and so that shit. Where it is today.
It fucked up when the English money came over, and then we the Dutchesters and we the Holly fellas. Now y'all just regular white people compared to us.
Yep.
Then those regular white people needed more people to shit on. Oh, who can we shit on? Can't really shit on the Mexicans now because shit, they look kind of like us. Oh, what are these little dark skinned people that used to work for us? Yep, we gonna hate them.
Yep.
For no fucking reason.
They're animals.
This is fucking stupid.
And I mean, it gives us a chance of finding that neutral ground that we're looking for, right? Like, there's a lot of poor white people that have similar or worse conditions than a lot of minority black people. Poor minorities.
And the black people going to find neutral ground with chairs. That's the whole.
Oh yeah, that's the equalizer.
That's the whole.
That's the great equalizer.
But this whole topic. That's what we are.
That's the fuck around to find out. We gonna sit down, but this sit down can get violent real quick.
Because this chair can turn into a weapon in these hands, and especially they black hands.
And honestly, I won't be mad at you. Let's say somebody called you the N-word and you hit them with the chair, and they try to get assault. You gonna be like, oh yeah, he called me the N-word. That's hate speech.
I'm gonna ask for Jerry King Lawler.
But that's my thing.
Where are you? Somebody need to commentate this chair.
Jim Ross,
I need you here.
Chill out.
He hit him with the chair. I need the whole 9 yards.
Need Bruce Buffer out here.
But in realistic life, and you're right though, Jim Ross may very well come out if you're in Oklahoma and you hit somebody in the head with a chair. But in terms of like real deal, what's going on, bro? The law actually supports this type of action.
Yeah.
If you on some racist shit, you are liable to lose your job, attacking your private enterprise, lose your ability to have a rightful, jury or whatever the fuck, because guess what? You just said somebody's N-word, or you displayed something that is unbeholding and unbecoming of an American citizen. Mm-hmm. And that's what is rooted in the law. And if we can just keep making this a rule-based society that's going, and everybody abide by it equally, then we're going to find a true American culture.
America.
Bro.
Disney, why y'all don't pay y'all actors? Like I've been seeing residual checks from Disney Star actors, and the fact that they getting $50 every 2 weeks is ridiculous.
I just want to know something though. Do you think the lifetime contract is a thing?
What you mean a lifetime contract?
Do you know how they be saying that Disney workers literally get that lifetime jump so that they under Disney for the rest of their kind of acting tenure? So everything they do got to go kind of through Disney.
Not for what you like, bro.
Remember they were saying that what's his name? Not Orlando Brown. Mm-hmm. Whatever his name was, basically was on the lifetime Disney contract deal.
It's a lifetime Disney.
That's what I was saying. I feel like Funny Marco asked him if it was. I think he denied it, but I think
that was Orlando Brown. He asked
Orlando Brown, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, right? What if that is a thing? It's an actual lifetime deal to where you really got to go through Disney to do anything else because they still paying you. Your residuals.
They still paying you, yes, but at that point, you talking about that Britney Spears stuff.
Yeah.
Where she basically was everything about her life was ran around other people.
But think about where those type of people that, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's what that's that time. Britney Spears was the king at that time.
I don't know.
So it would make sense.
I don't know
pay for people.
any actors that will actually take a lifetime deal with Disney, because a lot of actors hate those contracts when they're young because they got to be so goody.
But you gotta think, some people would feel like they ain't got no choice. They make it break it, and it's not the kids that's doing this; the parents.
That is true.
I mean, they're not 18 or 16.
The parents gotta do the contract.
Parents getting all the check for real.
Exactly.
But in like a source, Disney Channel star Joey Bragg, he claimed that the actors were being paid less than minimum wage due to a loophole. Loophole saying that the reason behind the rebranding of like certain shows was that they were either rebooted under a different name or axed after the third season because Disney don't have to pay the full Writers Guild of America raise before then.
Oh, that's what they doing to the writers? Oh, Disney.
Insane.
Oh, Disney, y'all slick for that one.
Jesus Christ.
So literally, if I got Big Time Rush Season 1, Big Time Rush Season 2, I'm going to change the name to Big Time Rush Season 3 to Big Time Rush Holiday.
Or something else like that, yeah.
Or Zach and Cody cruise hotel.
So I can pay the writers $12 an hour. Hey, Bob Iger, you's a crazy guy.
Look at this though. Actors 27 starred in Liv and Maddie, which was rebooted as Liv and Maddie Cali style for season 4.
They moved their ass to Cali. Y'all really moved their ass to Cali so y'all wouldn't have to pay niggas.
It's a different show. Oh, this is no longer
Same cast.
This is no
Same
longer
writers.
Liv and Maddie.
No, but same writers. That's the illest part. Same actors, yes, but same writers.
The Writers Guild of America, bro, they getting skirned.
Oh yeah, I would never go back to work.
Never.
Bro,
I'll get a real job.
There's a lot of shows right now, bro. There's a lot of
Get a real job.
At that point, I would wait it out. I'll get a real job, cool it.
There's people out here selling their homes right now because they couldn't afford like to go through the strike shit. You know how many shows right now are getting, bro? There's not been a late night comedy political show for the last like 4 months.
I didn't even realize that.
Bill Maher, I was looking up Bill. I'm like, bro, what's Bill Maher? I want to see him on a podcast because his writers are striking. And HBO cool with it. They're like, all right, baby, he's gonna consolidate with y'all.
We're gonna wait it out.
Yeah,
We're gonna see who folds first. Y'all struggling writers or us that still getting paid for all the shit that y'all did.
Bro, that shit is crazy, bro. There's a lot of loopholes being done. Then you see UPS getting their money.
Yeah, UPS going to start people off at $75,000. Starting 2024. I was about to say I might quit my job.
So this is
You starting out at 74.
75 bands.
So that means in 2 years you make about 120.
niggas rather work at UPS than Disney.
I mean, Disney don't even got any jobs right now. It's like they have a Ashoka coming out and shit. But it's like, I feel like that's already been in the works before the writers' strike.
Like, it's no way I wrote Ahsoka and don't at least make 70 bands a year off Ahsoka.
Oh yeah, I need.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I should like make 70 bands a year off Ahsoka for the rest of my unless the joke don't make no money no more.
Or
people ain't making no money.
Or they edit my lines out or something and they change it out or something.
Okay,
or they
fair
do their
enough.
own loopholes. Like, if you take my lines out, cool, do your thing. But the way it is right now, bro,
I'm writing
there's a lot of people getting finessed out here, bro.
Oh, you gotta think how much a script is. I gotta give y'all.
I'm about to say, I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, rappers 360s don't sound so
like bad no more. Like,
But they are if you're not financially illiterate.
like
Yeah.
goddamn, you getting a 720.
a low minimum wage. That's like $9.95.
Bro, you're getting fucked with no Vaseline
Like,
by Disney.
yeah, your check say Disney, and that should say $42.19
Like what?
for the
and you-
month.
I mean, nobody tuning in to listen. Nobody tuning into these shows though. I mean, just because they were iconic back in the day when we were up, don't mean that people will nowadays listen to them.
I will say that, but my thing is, how are the executive producers and the people that CEO of these companies getting paid still?
I mean, they get paid from other projects. They don't get paid for that one show.
I'm about to say, when you a CEO, you get credits for like
everything.
Your hands are all over the fucking
They
network.
probably get
They getting
for the park.
$55 from every motherfucking thing that's been out.
And that's
since.
why it don't matter if you change Liz and Maddie season 3 to Liz and Maddie go to California in season 4. It don't affect you. Because
I'm
you're
still
your
getting
money.
paid. Y'all not, but
You're
I am.
not. Yeah. But my thing is, that's to your point though, or to your point, it's about being private contractors. If you're a contractor, you can circumvent all this bullshit.
No bullshit.
But hey, listen, this is my script. If you don't like it, fuck you.
You can't change it. If you lead this meeting and I see anything resembling the script, I'm getting half. Fuck that.
But to all of our discredit, we don't know what's going on behind those doors. We don't know what the interrogation,
because what I'm thinking is
the negotiations going to be.
It's going to be hard to be a consultant like that when it be more than one person. You see what I'm saying? Writing this stuff. So usually what they'll do, like they'll hire a bunch of writers, sit them down in one room, and be like, "This is what you need to write." Mm-hmm. And then, all right, boom, kaboom, all the writers get together and figure out how we're going to do this. Now, if it was one person doing all this, now I can see what y'all saying. But I'm thinking that's how they...
That's true, though.
No Vaseline in them. Because they having like, all right, we not writing the show without
It's a pool.
Exactly. They making sure that, okay, we can't circumvent nothing else outside to a vendor or nothing like that.
But that's the point of a Writers Guild Association. It's like you're basically your NFLPA and NBAPA.
Yeah, so you gotta protect the little guy.
Yeah, you gotta protect. It's like the union. This is the year of the unions, honestly, bro. From the bank collapsing to unions formulating and mobilizing, you're starting to see a little slash against the capitalist system right now in America, and that's what you're looking at, especially right now in our entertainment realm. Movies are being on hold, shows are being on hold, and quite frankly, it's going to fuck your money up, Disney. And you see what Disney's doing? Disney Plus is about to have a higher payment because they're about to start doing ads.
Oh, do y'all feel bad? Y'all know it gotta go to support a writer that only making minimum wage.
What if
But that's the point, though. But it may be.
It may be.
That's the reason. But that's why people
might get a bump.
If they do, but my thing is, where is this news that they getting a bump? I would be cool with my Disney subscription going up $15 if I saw, hey, the writers we're using this for the writers
to produce better shows.
You see what I'm saying? You just putting up my subscription because y'all feeling mad because they won't write no more fucking scripts.
But writers don't produce shows. Writers just have a segment of the creative.
That's what I'm saying. A writer
outlet.
My thing, I think a writer just brings a script. That's his screenplay, and then out of that,
the actors start reading it, and then the producers and directors start modifying what they doing.
But yeah, to TJ point, they bring in a team to
writers
to basically fix it because a lot of shows start out as something else, and they got to get dumbed down for the network or for the viewer that they trying to push it to. And then you get now as that executive producer, oh no, I want this guy to play this role.
Exactly.
Oh no, I think it's better if the show take that way. So,
and then the directors say, oh, I want him to play or her to play. You see what I'm saying? This significant role.
Everybody hands in your pot.
Yeah, but we talking about the writers right now, bro. Like we can talk about the producers, we can talk about the actors, but the writers are what's at stake right here. And the Writers Guild of America is the entity that needs to have that power to remove all of that finesse.
No bullshit, and I agree because at the end of the day, all that shit fucks up your creativity.
And it fucks up us as a consumer. I'm not about to pay $15 to y'all point if the writers aren't in and the shows aren't going to be produced.
You see what I'm saying?
They can't express themselves like, oh, this could have had a whole better outcome if motherfucking executive producer John D. Don didn't interfere with the writing script.
And another thing is, it's not like it hasn't shown the effects. Marvel is not getting better.
Nor is Star Wars.
Thank you, Tony. Nor is Star Wars. Star Wars is doing this now.
And honestly, it's because they're riding the Order 66 wave.
Yeah. And Marvel worse.
It's just like, bro, like the Star Wars jump, bro, you're just really plateauing almost. Like 7, 8, 9, like the reason why Disney gets a little bit of respect from me because they allowed Clone Wars to be finished. They allowed them to continue. But that is emblematic of what the fuck we're talking about. As a consumer, we know best.
Exactly.
They don't know best.
And we've been asking for certain things. We ain't gonna say about certain things, because we're not here to talk about.
And we're not about to give them ideas of making more money if they're not about to pay the writers.
Y'all better pay us, bitches.
And then real quick, and Marvel is doing this.
Oh my goodness! Not even that.
Marvel
the only thing that's been saving them is
going
the movie.
down.
It's the movie shit.
And it's literally
it's
up,
Spider-Man.
down, up, but it's still going down.
And like the downs is bigger than
that Blue Beetle coming out.
Boy.
And you know who's writing it? The same guy that was making Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, so
that y'all just lost.
Oh my gosh. Good fucking. You learned something today.
I thought, ain't Blue Beetle DC?
Yes.
That's what he's saying.
Oh.
James Gunn went to DC.
I ain't gonna lie.
Because of DisKnee.
Yeah. So we're gonna start seeing things start shifting. We talked about this last week in terms of like the big conferences in football. But this is conglomeration. Right. This is multinational corporations.
Disney's so dumb. I'm sorry, guys. They make me upset.
They're out of touch.
They are very out of touch. And then I'm sorry. Then y'all got the little. I watched some of the African Jones. I forgot what it was like. Made by African people though.
Yeah,
that joint was cool. Other than that, it's no other content on there. It's the same
except
thing.
for Marvel, Star Wars.
I've watched X-Men 5,000 times.
I didn't know that was on it.
No,
the shows.
The shows and movies.
Cartoon shows.
They stay on there.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
The only thing that's new on Disney is when y'all put out the movie every other month. That's the new thing.
Or Ashoka, or shows that we've been waiting for.
And literally, it takes you a year to do that.
And honestly, Mandalorian, bro, kind of plateaued too. Like, what are you doing with Mandalorian? It's just, I feel like, but I don't blame just Disney for that, bro. I blame it for how quick satisfaction seems to go around. Like, you just say, okay, listen, we're going to just put a show out. It's just like them apartment communities in the hood, right? They just say, okay, bet, we're going to put this nice community up. We're going to call it luxury. We're going to charge you 3.5 racks because it's the location.
And you're going to buy that shit because what else you going to buy?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. But substantively, it's not really there.
Exactly.
You have to go up the street where they paying $15,000. And on top of that shit, bro, and Disney and like Paramount, all that shit, bro, they just putting the show together. It's a shock factor. Like, oh, Boba Fett. Great show still, but Boba Fett. Mm-hmm. And they just rely on like the prequels.
And you alluded to this last pod. The game is about to be more fire than the actual show for that.
Yeah.
For Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, Survivor is a fucking movie.
It's a great.
How you giving us information we want in games?
I mean, that's a great way to get it out.
No, it isn't. You know why? Because we've been asking for this to be on the green screen since I was a boy.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta think it probably costs more to animate it on television than for you to play it in the game. No, so that's why they're giving it to you in the game.
No, but I don't want you to. You should. But to me, it's like instead of right after 789, you made all this money towards basically showing us the Clone Wars, showing us stuff like Andor, right?
Rebels, yeah.
At the end of the day, if you paying the writers, maybe they can do other stuff that we not getting tired of the same goofy stuff.
Right.
So now we seeing stuff we want to see, like the past. That's what Star Wars people has been asking for.
Oh, Knights of the Old Republic.
Knights of the Old Republic stuff.
Yeah.
Not the same old Boba Fett.
Prequels.
Shit that people already know about.
The Skywalker saga.
You tired of reading the shit in books and you want to see the shit now. I get you.
Like, but the book's been out for years.
But to push back real quick though, brother, video games, they give you some new insight and shit, but they're not really like game changing moments. They just give you different perspectives of it. Like Survivor, they gave you another perspective of Order 66, just like Bad Batch did when they first came out.
Thank you.
And Clone Wars did. They gave you different. They wanted to broaden the Order 66 scene.
The same time, different aspects.
And
that's all that literally Star Wars has been doing for the past 7 years now.
I mean, y'all.
And I'm tired.
Y'all love it. Y'all.
Oh, we eat it up because there's no.
What else?
But that's my thing. That's monopolizing our time. It's monopolizing the market. Disney's a monopolizing force, just like Shell, Exxon is, or just like Amazon is, and Apple is. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are the market, or at least they half of the market. You got DC, like we already, Warner Brothers. You know what I'm saying? They got other factions, but Disney's a fucking major one of them. And what they do is nothing.
Not a damn thing.
This nigga owe me a soda.
Disney
improve.